Hey guys, it is I, Miss Godiva Empress. So a lot of memes are circulating on the internet, on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube. The rankings of who's the easiest and who's the hardest to love of the zodiac signs. Out of the 12 zodiac signs, the hardest to love, ranked at number 1, is Virgo. Now, why exactly are we ranked number 1 of the zodiac signs for the hardest to love? Is that really accurate? Haters. But let me tell you why. Number 1, Virgos are the most guarded zodiac sign of the zodiacs. I'm talking about that blanket that Michael Jackson used to have on his child guarded. That face mask that Kanye have on his face when he goes out in public guarded. Not the kind of guarded that they did at the White House when all the MFers climbed over the wall. Not that guarded. I'm talking guarded. Virgos are so guarded because they protect their feelings. So if you think initially you're gonna love them really quickly, you're gonna love them easily, we don't know you like that. Our guard will remain here until it comes down. If you're worth it. So it's hard to love somebody who always and constantly has a guard up. So when you're showing love to these Virgo men and women, it may not seem like they're being very receptive. And Virgos, when you're that guarded, you're suspect of everything. You're suspect that everything they're saying to you could possibly be a lie. Or like myself, I've been in relationships, people say really sweet things. That's just something he want me to hear. And being this guarded, Virgos, be careful because you can sabotage a whole damn relationship. Number 2, why the Virgo woman and the Virgo man may be the hardest zodiac sign to love is because we don't really stay in our emotions. Our emotions have to make sense. You understand what I'm saying? We have to have a reason to get into our emotions. You have to be worth us getting into our emotions. It's kind of difficult to love on somebody when you're not seeing all the emotions that you need to see to express your love. Virgos are calculated. Using emotions have to make sense because emotions don't pay no bills. Emotions don't get me out of debt. Our tears, our laughs, our love, our happiness, all these emotions have to make sense for us. So trying to love a Virgo and you're not necessarily seeing these things, it doesn't mean that we don't possess it. It's just, we don't get into our emotions until it counts. And you proving to us that you're worth us getting in our emotions, good luck with that. You gotta be a tough somebody. You see the shirt I'm wearing, HBIC, like, I mean, yeah, get me in my emotions when you're gonna have to be worth it. You're gonna have to show me. Number 3, another reason why the Virgo man and the Virgo woman may be difficult to love, because you have to be able to fight for these relationships. You have to want the relationship to work. You can't necessarily run away when things go bad. Virgo men, Virgo women, for the majority part, unless they're already married and they're stuck. But in relationships and being single, we always have an option to leave. That's another reason it's hard to attach yourself to someone who always knows there's always a way out. I can dip. Next, it's really hard to get attached because in every Virgo mind, there's always a way out of any relationship. And they usually exercise this. That's why I say for Virgos, water sign them please, or air sign them please. Somebody who's gonna care a little bit more and be a little bit more in their emotions to fight for the relationship and make it want to work and know that no, it's us or nothing. Virgos don't know nothing about no us or nothing. In the beginning, it sounds good. It really does. It sounds great. Us against the world, us or nothing, we'll text it and we mean it. We be meaning it at the time. But if we find out 6 months, 7 months into the relationship that it's not gonna work, we're not that prideful to say it didn't work and let it go. We're not those other zodiac signs who are gonna stay in something to prove to other people that, oh, we made it. It's still working, it's together. Virgos don't give a damn about that. If it didn't work, excuse me, hey y'all, this isn't it. We failed, and that's the end of that. All right, let me try something else. We don't have to prove to people. I signed up for this, I'm in it to win it. I'm gonna stick this thing out, hella high water. Not a Virgo, unless you already married. But other than that, a single Virgo, it's hard to love us because we will detach, we will leave at any given time with no regrets. You won't stress me. The fourth reason why it may be difficult to love us wonderful, beautiful Virgo men and Virgo women, we come across as being secretive. So I've been told. I feel like I'm very transparent, but Virgos, that must be some cap because I don't think we're as transparent as we think. I'm just gonna let you know. We come across as being secretive. So it's hard to love someone and you don't know where they stand. I get it. But we're not gonna let you know where we are emotionally until we feel comfortable with you. Let me explain something to y'all about Virgos. We're private by nature. We're not gonna tell you everything up front. But if you ask us questions about truth and you want honesty, we'll give you that easily up front. But if you want personal information and we don't know you like that, hold on, brother. Wait a minute, sis. Because we gotta trust you. And we know that don't come until about year 3 of knowing you. Exaggerating, but maybe not. People will say emotionally they don't know how we feel. I've been told sometimes my emotions come across as being secretive or I hide things, and it's hard to love someone who comes across as being secretive, aka sneaky. I don't feel like we're sneaky. We're smart and can get away with things. Is that the same thing? I don't know. Whatever. As far as being secretive, we're not secretive like the Scorpio. Scorpio is very mysterious, very secretive. We're not that. We're just private. We're gonna share our secrets with you if we ever get on that level. Virgos know that there's plenty of people who don't even make the cut. So why I'm gonna tell you all my personal business and you ain't even gonna last for like a month? There's no need for that. You don't need to know my children's middle names. You don't need to know where I live. You just don't need to know right away. It's private. It's personal stuff. It's being cautious. That's what's wrong with some of y'all now. Y'all tell too much information too early, don't know people, and that's why you end up in some of the situations you end up in. I can see it being hard to figure us out, but you can still love us. The last reason why it is hard, and probably the #1 reason, which I've talked about in other videos, is Virgos have trust issues. This is not hidden. I usually give a disclaimer before I even date because I don't want to date and say, I don't know if you want to date me because I have trust issues. And guess what they try to do, y'all? They try to boo me up and do boo me up and add to my trust issues. Isn't that something? Now, this is the main reason why it is hard to love a Virgo. It goes back to the first thing. They're guarded. They're guarded usually because of trust issues. The trust issues run deep, deep. I told y'all before, we don't really like humans. Anything that is human has room for error. How can you trust a human being 100%? And on top of us having trust issues, we're overthinkers. So I would say for this part, Virgos, get your therapy, because this part is just not okay. It's not okay to have trust issues if you really want to get married, if you really want to be in a relationship. You're gonna have to get some help. You got to get some medication. You're gonna have to get some therapy. You're gonna have to figure out how to be somebody else, something. So first of all, Virgos, before you date, if you have trust issues, be open, be honest, let them know. And for the people dating the Virgo with the trust issues that told you they have trust issues, your job, ma'am and sir, is to not add to the trust issue. It's to be loyal, it's to be faithful, it's to be honest, it's to be trustworthy, all of that. Let me tell you something. In conclusion, Virgos love hard AF, all or nothing. I told you we can be very possessive, we can be very territorial. What's ours is ours. We don't play about it. We protect everything we love. It's just like with our kids. Ain't nothing coming in between that. We will do whatever we gotta do to protect that. That's how a partner is. It's nothing light for us. When we play, we play. When we're in a relationship, are y'all understanding? Are y'all listening? We don't play. We either all in or we ain't. Well, I told you the Virgo men sometimes, you know, they like to play. But it's not about that right now. When we're in, we are in. I'm gonna tell y'all another secret. Virgos don't want you to have all these friends of opposite sex. I'm sorry, it's just not cool for us. Me dating a male Virgo right now, with me having this platform and all these guy friends, it would be an issue. I'm aware of that. I would have to make them feel comfortable. So I would be home a lot and do things. They would know my schedule. And Virgo women, we don't care for men who have all these female friends. We don't. What friend do you need? I am the friend you need. I don't understand. And if you do have male, female friends of the opposite sex trying to love a Virgo, put it out there. There shouldn't be a friend that your Virgo man, Virgo woman cannot meet of yours. They should meet them in the beginning stages. It's called comforting someone who has trust issues. Who told you they have trust issues? You know what? I just digress. I digress. And this is why, Zodiac BFFs, I remain single, and the HBIC, if you don't know what it stands for, look it up. Until next time, bye y'all.